And I'm still jank. I don't know why I'm janked. I'm so janked. God damn, this is so fucking infuriating. It's like OBS just shed itself. Hang on a minute. Alright, that's... It's walking now, I guess. It's walking now. Okay. Now that I got the fuckery to stop, for the most part, I'm probably gonna just do this as a dedicated video. Because the simple fact of, I don't know what's wrong with that. It's gonna be simpler to do this and then re-upload it. Anyways, from there I see Case Scholes in chat. What's up? I'm sorry for the drankness. Let me go ahead and go on over to alright. Let's go ahead and go over to here. So I'm gonna do my best to explain this the best as possible. With drunkenness and everything involved. So, there was a creator on Twitter that I know. I've known them for 5 years. So, disclosures up front. Actually, let me go ahead and put this back and bring this up so you guys can see this. So, if anyone doesn't know the name Kion, Kion, is a creator that I ran into a long time ago. And with that being said, let's go ahead and switch this back over to here. So on my channel, I've got 2 videos. Well, don't mind the first one here. That was a failed live stream that started first, and that's this one now. But I've known Kion for about 5 years, 5+ years. He was actually on with me in OMDL, Rockman-Legends comment creator. And we were talking about Mega Man Legends, I said about 5 years ago. That's my association with Kion right now. I've known them ever since. Back then, they were messing around with a program that they made to figure out the coding of the Mega Man Legends and Legends 2 games. It was a really, really cool idea. They were able to pull assets, and basically, the goal was just the Legends games are so convoluted, and they're built differently from any other game. You can't do regular things with them like you can other games. It's the way they're coded, the way it's programmed, the way it's built, assembled. It requires knowing a lot of things. And Kion built this program from scratch, from the ground up, to be able to pull the 3D models, pull the assets, color swap them, edit in-game assets, world generators, item generators. Is basically able to do a lot of stuff within it. It's pretty cool. So I invited him on along with on DL to talk about Legends because we're all Mega Man fans. And that's kind of how I ran into him. That's the backstory. So for anyone who wants to claim bias, I'm biased on this, you're right for those reasons. Anyways, let's go down to the meat and potatoes of this whole deal. So Kion, around December, started making... actually, let me go ahead and just read the post first, because I started a thread on this on another forum, basically putting on this information down because there are a lot of liars, there are a lot of false claims made, a lot of the anti-AI crowd people got a hold of it, and running with a lot of lies towards Kion, and it was really starting to piss me off. If you notice, I am on the Mr. Medical account. My main account has been knocked down for about 6 days because, surprise, surprise, anti-AI people have not liked my posts I made about Banana Juju and their outrage towards Banana Juju. Because she had the audacity to share a fan-made image of her that was made from AI. Now, she didn't make it. She didn't generate it. She didn't pay for it. A fan made it. And she shared it. And you have a bunch of fucking nut jobs on Twitter trying to cancel her. And a lot of those nut jobs didn't like what I'd say. And a lot of them flagged my Twitter down. And it's gone down for about 6 days. That's why I'm on the AI Miss Medoka account. I basically swapped all the authority that account had to Mr. Medical, so I can have a little bit more push, a little bit more pull, edit tweets, and put longer tweets like this out. So, just for anyone coming in wondering why I'm not on my main account. Oh, and I need to unmute this. Yeah, I will say possibly. There's a possibly. I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen, but there's a possibly. I reached out to Kion. He has a invite to the stream. He's actually in my Discord still, I believe. I believe he is. Maybe not. I thought he was. Yeah, he's in my Discord still. Yeah. Kion's still in my Discord. So he has the invite. He has the ability to jump in if he wants. I know he's busy trying to get stuff done at the house. All this other good. I'm not going to go into what they're doing. But they're doing that, and they're also trying to solve some more issues with the API that they built. This Tpotmon AI, trying to alleviate some of the issues that this AI woke mob crowd pulled up because they want to be asshats. And no, I'm not going to be kind during the stream to some of these people. I'm going to point out some people. I'm going to ridicule them. And if they do not like the fact of me ridiculing them, maybe you shouldn't lie about someone. And maybe you should do your due diligence before you just go spouting bullshit. So, if you feel like you're being unfairly targeted because you opened and ran your mouth and did not know what you're talking about, that's not my problem. You intentionally ran after someone who did not deserve it, who was basically just building a meme thing to have fun. It's not associated with any kind of crypto coin, cryptocurrency, or any kind of a scam. Has been open from day one back in December that they were using AI in this whole deal. If you do not like the fact it uses AI, I hate to tell you, better delete your Twitter account because it also utilizes AI with Grok. Any one of you guys that tried to go, oh, I don't like this because it scrapes data from my publicly available profile, guess what? I can hit the little button on the top right-hand corner of your profile and bring up a AI summary of it. Even if you check the little checkbox says, I don't consent to having my data used for training. You consented to not having your data used for training by Twitter. Doesn't mean that they can't look at a public post and use it. So I'm sorry to say for you guys, if you don't like AI, you probably need to delete your Twitter. You probably need to chunk your phones in the trash. You probably don't need to use any of the web browsers again. And for your AI, for your VTubers out there, you know, the riggers use AI to help mesh up the skeletons to the model. There's AI tools within the drawing programs. The only time you don't have AI tools if you use an MS Paint. Your rigging program or your actual puppeting program like VTube Studio, stuff like that, uses AI to help mimic the camera to your frame to make it more smooth. So yeah, any of the AI crowd out there that's using any of these stuff, you just need to delete everything and you need to stop pitching a bitch. That's me on my soapbox, and I'm pretty much done with that one. Anyhow, I'll read the post I put up and I'll explain a little bit by bit. And if anyone comes in during this whole deal, we'll go from that. Anyways, the creator of the viral teapot card game, Kion, also known as Regiweeb on Twitter, the official website is Tpotmon.com. And that's this. Now, since then, the UI has been changed a little bit, because it used to be just down here you could put your username and all this other good stuff in and generates the cards. Since then, he's put in a lot more information. Now, I want to iterate this to a very fine point for everyone. Kion had no idea this was going to blow up the way it did. You can actually view, and he's posted his receipts on his Twitter account. The thing skyrocketed in 2 days. The man has spent $2,000 in API fees. Over $2,000. He was not expecting this thing to launch the way it did. So for anyone out there going, he was irresponsible, I didn't know, anything like that, you gotta understand, this was just a thing he made for fun. And regardless, all you guys are bitching about this, and trust me, I've looked for your accounts. You have taken those stupid quizzes of, you put your username in and it generates what type of character are you, or what is your mood, or anything like that. They used a similar type of AI also. So you can stop being hypocrites about it. Okay? You're getting onto someone because you don't like the fact they use ChatGPT. And you don't like the fact that they're using your account, which is a public profile. Talk about entitled. Anyways. Since then, he's added some stuff. Each card is uniquely generated based on your X profile activity. See what type of Tpotmon you are. Terms of service, the site is for entertainment and parody purposes. All data used is publicly accessible on X, Twitter. AI is used to generate the description of your cards. This project is not associated with any crypto projects. Agreed to the terms. He had to put that in there because of all the rage babies out there whining about it. I don't think he should have had to do this. It's pretty much apparent that it uses AI. Anything that uses this kind of a format online, if you do not know it uses AI, you probably need to log off. In the story on that one. Since then, he's also posted facts, answers, and questions. Basically, the basic facts. Answers and questions to everything. I'll go through them in a bit. Anyways, coming back to here. Originally just a meme shitpost card formatting using Twitter users, and the idea started to take shape around December 1st, 2024. Look back, you can find this. It's still up on his Twitter. And I'll actually showcase it. So the person that we're talking about is Kion, Regiweeb. He's the one that made this Tpotmon thing. You can tell here's one of his first examples back February 10th, 2025. This is back when he was still doing everything by hand. He was doing everything himself. And I see a lot of people who have been going at him. Oh my god, you didn't hire artists. Oh my god, you didn't hire artists. Yeah, no shit. No artist in the world can keep up with this. Show me a fucking artist that can keep up with 300,000 cards within 2 days being generated. You're nuts. You're stupid. You're retarded. Anyways, this was started out as just a fun little parody thing he did. And he was using basically just the Pokemon card format. Like a lot of other people have. So, it's, we've all seen people use the Yu-Gi-Oh card format, the Magic the Gathering card format, the Pokemon card format. The only difference is, and instead of somebody just photoshopping something on the card, which is what he did at first, this is all done through AI, which in a day, who fucking cares? Anyways, launched around first 24 at launch, Teapot used Pokemon Solid card backgrounds, but over time, Kion developed an original card format for the project. And I believe I have a card format posted up. Yeah, where was it? There we go. He ended up developing the card format right here. Now, here's where you can tell that this whole thing took off too. So, this is card number 1. He did himself first. From there, you had card number 43. Basically, people just posting stuff of the stuff they did. Now, there's like 300,000 cards. Like I said, what's today? Today's the 14th. This was 10:23 a.m., April 12th. And the site's been up for a while. He just redone the formatting of it. Anyways, from the beginning, Kion made it clear that the cards were generated using tools like Grok, ChatGPT, Claude Midjourney, and several other programs. They streamed multiple times, multiple card creation sessions on X, Twitter, where people from chat got turned into cards live. I've observed a couple of these streams myself and will link them if I can dig them up. I haven't been able to find them yet. There's so many posts Kion's done so far to this point. Eventually, soon, I'm going to get to the point of finding them, linking them, because he showcased this stuff live. And this was back December, January, February. So this is not a shock to anyone. It's a shock to people who want to go in there and clutch pearls and go, oh my god, my information's being stolen, even though you're posting stuff publicly on a website that literally I can go up and hit the explain button and it uses an AI to explain the fucking post. And it doesn't matter if you opt out of it on fucking Twitter. It still does it for everyone else. You posted publicly on a website. And my headset's on a timer. I need to have some background music, but anyways, as opposed to December 3rd, which is a favorite AI friend would you love to use every day? Grok for asking questions about Teapot, ChatGPT for generating questions, Claude for coding, Midjourney for generating images. Now, this is not directly related to the Tpotmon stuff, but he kind of goes back and reiterates this is the stuff he uses for all the stuff he does for the cards and anything else he does. December 3rd, 2024. Not, like I said, this is not some shock that it's AI. If you want to bitch that, oh my god, this site that we're using it doesn't tell me it's AI. Like I said, you need to log off. No shit. It's obvious this thing used AI. Whenever I first started looking into this, before I even looked back, I knew what he was doing beforehand, but just look at the format and look at what it does, it's AI. What, you think some little pygmy in the background of this program, when you put your user in, some little pygmy in the background is doing all this research, quickly comes up with something and generates a card within 10 fucking seconds? What do you think it used? The stupidity of some of these people is outstanding. Anyways, the website officially launched around March 11, 2025. Fast forward to April 12th, the card game had gone viral. As of April 14th, over 301,900 cards have been generated. Now, this is what it shows that this format ran up. However, if you go back and look, he had this website up since March 11th. This is the latest I can go back and look. This is where he actually made the site. So it's been up for at least a month before this point. And from there, I'm going to go and look. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep, not it. Yep, alright. So, recently, an unknown party launched a meme coin, trying to profit off the hype. Kion has publicly denounced this coin and stated there is no affiliation with it whatsoever. And here's the link to the site. I purposely broke the link on my account to not promote it. But for purposes of transparency to show you all out there, there's the site name. And like I said, Kion has came out and fully said, I have not made a meme coin for Tpotmon, and it's not associated with me in any way. And even if you look into facts and information, it even goes into it because he had to put this down because people are stupid online and probably need to have the access online revoked because they are so stupid. But it's like, does this site use crypto? No aspect of this site uses blockchains or NFTs. The site, nor its creator, are not affiliated with any coins, meme coins, or otherwise. From there, it's also worth noting Kion has been footing the bill for all the cards generated, and its estimated total cost has hit around $2,000 since launch. And that's this right here. So with everything that's been generated, he's made a lot. And if we go down here and look, here's the activity. Like I said, the site's been up for a long time. April 12th starts getting a lot of traction. Some people hit it. April 13th, it launches. And April 14th, oh my god, it launches some more. You can even track it. He can even track it on his Cloudflare. Anyways, here's him just making a statement about how this is taught him a lesson because he was not anticipating this. If he was anticipating this, he would have been more prepared. Now, from that, here's the meme coin. Now, this started taking off whenever it started going. This site is not affiliated in whatever shape, size, and form to Kion. And I need people to understand that. Kion has nothing to do with this. This is somebody who's taken the name and has used it. Kion is a victim in this. He's not done any of this. I've talked to him in DMs. He's pretty much confirmed it. He has not done any of this. And I believe him on it. I've known the man for 5 years. Okay? He would not, if he was doing this, he would not be spending $2,000 because he messed up. And generation costs. Because this thing skyrocketed. Let me give an example. Here's him showing his Cloudflare. And this is whenever it started taking off. And I said you got a big boost and a couple more boosts afterwards. And I said, from there, Kion has showcased a lot of his work. You just gotta go through his account log. Now, I want to give some prime examples of what I'm talking about lies being said. And let me go ahead and pull some stuff up. I'm actually going to be surprised because there's a lot of people, once they got called out, once this started being pointed out, started to backtrack a lot. So here's one example of this guy's got from Help Dogs. This guy's a 520 follower account. He retweeted. He didn't even tag Kion. And he put into the the link for the pump fund, which again I explained. It's not done by Kion. Somebody took the name because of the hype and using it to try to gain money from chumps. Kion's not the one doing this. The creator of this is not the one doing this. And also, if you think that you can get generated into a fucking blockchain just by putting your fucking username into this site, you really should not be online because you really are that dumb. That's not how this works. You've got to buy into the fucking coin. Putting your username in this does not do anything to generate a fucking blockchain or anything like that. You got to kind of buy into it. Anyways, hey guys, that Tpotmon thing going around is AI generated crypto trading data farm garbage. And I'm gonna make a note too. I'm going to flag all this stuff as false information, and I'm going to link my account for it. And I'm actually going to submit it for I'm going to submit it for a community note also, because this is the definition of slander right here. Okay, they didn't do no research. They just looked at this and went, "Oh, it's a crypto thing," without even looking. And this was after Kion made his post. So you had that one. You had this one. This person really had a shit conniption fit whenever I pointed out, they lied. Hey guys, this thing you all been doing is generative AI. Please stop using it. I know you probably didn't know. I didn't either until I researched it. Now, I basically said that people are going out and claiming that, that Kion didn't state that this was AI. This person had a complete fucking freak out because the simple fact I called them out on it. And they wanted to do well, actually, I didn't say they didn't state it was AI. I said we didn't know. It's the same thing. Okay? You're reading this, you're taking it on an assumption that the person who made this hid the fact that it was AI. That's what you did. So to say, you're a shit person. And you lied. And if you want to have that much of a freak out about it, maybe you need to delete your tweet. Maybe you need to put out a retraction. Just saying. We got another one. This tryhard trying to basically he just did the thing about doubling, tripling down. Anyways, VTubers, please stop using Tpotmon. It's a generative AI and funds crypto. We are a community built from artists, and it's ironic seeing people so passionate advocated for anti-AI only to go and only use things like Tpotmon. Again, I explained this. There's no way a artist... Show me an artist who can make 300,000 cards and not bankrupt the person with the program in 2 days. If you can do that, I'll say you're right. Until you can do that, you're a fucking dumbass. And this person tripled down on this whole thing. Again, going to get flagged and going to get community noted. Because, yeah, it's AI generated. Who cares? Like I said before, a lot of VTubers don't understand that their models are being made by AI. They have used in some way with the tooling that makes it. layers, all that stuff. Use algorithms, uses logarithmic forms to set all that stuff up, drawing it from the screen pen tablet down to the to the thing, snap tracing, doing the different shadings. All that stuff's AI. And as much as people want to bitch, whine, moan, groan, go, oh, it's not. It is. It is. Same thing with the riggers. You're not going to have a rigger that's got to do everything by hand. They're going to have a template, and usually that template is usually set on best fit mode. And basically snaps everything into place where it thinks it needs to go. And then the artist can adjust and tweak it where it goes. And same thing with puppeting the model, like with the different studios for actually puppeting your VTuber model. Sound to lip transfer, using sounds, different pronunciations, vowel sounding to make the mouth move right, eye movements, motions, stuff like that. You think that's all pre-programmed in. No, there's a timer and a log algorithm that does all that stuff to make the model bounce, to make the movement better, to kind of anticipate what you're doing, where you're going. Also, a lot of times why the models get so janky, especially whenever you lose tracking, the computer's doing that for you. There is an AI behind that. So again, all VTubers who want to be anti-AI, you need to delete all your shit now. Or shut the fuck up. I don't know how else to put it to you. But anyways, again, another slanderous post. Anyways, and they responded back, like I said, whenever I told them, it's like, I hate to say you lied, buddy. It's like, I think they may be lying. Let's look at this. You made an accusation that Kion committed some illegal act because this crypto pump stuff can be considered illegal. You're tarnishing and besmirching his reputation because you think he may be lying. There's a ton of these screenshots of him actively talking about it. Yeah, because people are accusing him of running a pump and dump, and he's not. Regardless whether Kion is the creator, people shouldn't be using the website because it is a crypto anyways. You have not proven that, and again, you lied. Here's another one from Iron. Friendly reminder that the Tpotmon cards that are going around are AI generated. Again, who fucking cares? You want to see something? Boop, grok, AI. You using a site that uses AI. Talk about double crit. Talk about double standards and being a hypocrite. Please make sure to check before putting usernames into random trending AI generators, guy. Sorry, man. Anyone can put anyone's username in this. It doesn't have to be your username. Anyone can do this. I can do yours. Actually, I did do yours. If you're afraid of AI taking a shit online, delete your fucking accounts. You don't need to be online then. It's a thing. You gotta get used to it. Get over yourself. This one kind of pissed me off. This guy has 10. This guy, girl, whatever this fuck it is, has 10K followers. Actively lying. A new trend is going around where people are sticking their Twitter profiles into ChatGPT. A lot of my mutuals have already joined it. Please beware. If you don't want to put your profile in AI, it reads your last 300 tweets. You lay out your name. Again, that's not true. I don't know what this obsession is. Yes, we pretty much determined the thing uses AI. He said that back the third. So you guys are just not finding out about this because you're too dumb to figure out what a fucking site uses. because it's trendy and it's fun. Guess what? No harm's come to you. You have not lost anything. You cost this man money. That's about it. Show me the damage, show me the harm. Not only that, you got people sending him random DM messages. You make over $1,000 a day and you don't have the decency to hire an artist for your merchandise. I really hope someday your house gets robbed like the AI you use to generate that soulless pedo garbage that you call Tpotmon. Holy shit, I make 1K a day? I think we pretty much established, he lost like $2,000 in the last 2 days. Some people just need to have the ever-loving daylights beat out of them on Twitter, I believe. Anyways, that's about it. That's about it. What I got for this stream. If you see anyone claiming that Kion's deceptively using AI, which he's not, find my post, AI Mr. Medica. It's the pinned post. Link it there, and then link this post to that one. If you see anyone saying that he is running a crypto scam, do the same thing. Also, this is going to be the one and only time I say this. Report it, and then have it submitted in for a community note. Again, use my post as the prompter. Guys, it's one thing to not like AI. I'm not going to tell you have to like it. But do not slander someone over it. Do not go at somebody because you want to feel like you have some sort of moral indignation. I see a lot of shit posts. Let me go back here and look. There's one I rolled my eyes at. Whenever I put it into the fucking AI to fucking roast their ass. Yeah, but it was this post and they basically doubled down. I'm just going to say it. If you normally participate in AI trends because it's entertaining as an artist, VTuber creator, how long will it be before you start justifying AI-generated art for your own entertainment too? Increase of AI in our lives is subliminal. While you're making a post on X that uses AI. If you'd like to know, educate yourself more. Why exactly AI is bad. I recommend you read this article. Please try to avoid AI whenever possible. It also gives less content and work and train off of. Like this post. You have given. Like this post, you can go out there in the little button for Grok and give a summary of. Anyways, they link a post of environmental impact of generative AI. As they're probably typing on a computer made from a foreign country. As they're using a website like Google that has tons of fucking computer services made for AI. There are browsers built on it too. As they're using X, that also does the same thing. Or better yet, maybe they're using an iPhone that came from China that's using lithium. Very good on the environment, especially on the batteries. All of these fucking people are fucking hypocrites. I died laughing when I read this. People like this need beat up side of the head because they're retarded. They bitch online on a platform that uses AI, stating give it less content to walk off of, but yet you're giving it content to walk off of. Because I can put your fucking info in, and I can generate a code right now, and after 30 days it regenerates. I don't know what to say to these people. Except for they need to get a life. They actually need to know what the fuck they're talking about before they say anything online. I've browbeat this AI stuff to death for the last 2 fucking years because nobody fucking understands it. Nobody understands Creative Commons either. Nobody understands when you post something publicly, you give a fucking derivative license for anyone to fucking use it. Whether it be a picture, a video, or a post of any kind. If you don't want it to be used, you need to remove all your preferences from online. And if you want to say that sucks or you can't make a living off of it, I guess you just need to accept the fact and stop bitching about it. It's last day looking at this has just pissed me off. And I've seen more and more and more fucking misinformation about this whole fucking deal. And this crap needs to stop. And I'm not gonna line up on it. If I see a post, I'm gonna mock you for it. If you try to go at Kion, I'm gonna bring you down a couple notches. I've already got a couple big people aware of this. They're going through and gaining information right now. They're gonna be looking into it, and they're gonna be making their own videos too. I don't care if you don't like AI. It doesn't give you the right to lie about someone. If you don't want your shit used, delete your presence off Twitter, YouTube, and everywhere else. Want to be an anti-AI guy, you don't need to be in VTubing because most of the shit you use in VTubing utilizes AI in some way, shape, or form. Whole lives utilize AI. The talents have utilized AI assets. They have talents that have also used AI generated fucking hashtags for fans. It's all over the place. You're not gonna beat it. You're not gonna cripple it. You're not gonna get rid of it. AI is here to stay. Just like with the fucking street light lighter that will go around at night, replacing candles and street lamps and lighting them whenever the sun sets. The light bulb and electricity faded their jobs out. Just like the seamstress, and you had rows of fucking women doing sewing, making shirts, being in sweatshops, shit like that. The sewing machine came along and made it a lot simpler. Now it's automated. Same thing with the telephone. It put the typewriter and people who write letters out of business. Even then, even with the telephone, with operators, they got faded out whenever it became automated. This is a thing that has been going on for decades. And every time this bullshit happens, this is what happens when people lack a fucking education. Anyways, my ranting's over with. I hope you find this video informative. I'll clip it up. I'll put it out as an actual video. I'm sorry the quality's dog shit. It looks like my internet's working a little bit better now, but it's still dog shit. I'll probably just make an actual decent video instead of just a recorded version of this. But yeah, that's basically all I got from now. So with that, everyone have a good day.